Guten Tag. Can't hear you.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi. We had to cancel the class because most of you were not there.
Last
Poor,
Sadhan ma'am told me.
poor Ajmal and Shrijesh were the only ones in the class.
Okay, sorry, ma'am. Please forgive
No
me.
problem. Oh my God. Okay. I forgive you, Krishnu.
Thanks, ma'am.
Yeah.
Then, how is your Diwali?
It was wonderful. Really had an amazing time with the family.
Okay, okay.
And the next day as well. We cannot eat non-veg on Diwali. So we extended Diwali for one more day and had non-veg.
We also, ma'am.
You also celebrate Diwali, is it?
Yeah, little bit.
Lit- Little bit. What does that little bit means?
Usually,
Only
Kerala.
partying alone you take it from Diwali, right? Correct or not? Okay. So okay, fine. Ajil, you had asked me.
Yeah, ma'am.
Ma'am, who's this Sedu? Ajil bro, book it.
ബുക്ക് അതാ ഞാൻ മാമിനോട് ഇന്ന് മെസ്സേജ് അയച്ചതാണ്. ഞാൻ ഓർഡർ ചെയ്ത ബുക്ക് എന്തോ ഡിലേ ആയിട്ട് അത് വന്നില്ല ഇതുവരെ. അപ്പൊ എനിക്കൊരു സംശയം, ഞാൻ അത് പ്രോപ്പർ ബുക്ക് തന്നെയാണ് ഓർഡർ ചെയ്തത്. ഞാൻ മാമിനോട് ആമസോണിലെ സൈറ്റ് ലിങ്ക് ഒന്ന് ചോദിച്ചായിരുന്നു.
ലിങ്ക് എനിക്ക് മാമിക്ക് വാട്സപ്പിൽ അയച്ചെന്നായിരുന്നു എനിക്ക് കഴിഞ്ഞ ആഴ്ച.
ഞാൻ മാമിനോട് ഒന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു. 1, 2, 3 ബുക്ക് കിടക്കുന്നു. അപ്പൊ എനിക്കൊരു ഡൗട്ട്, ഇത് തന്നെ ആണോ ഇനി ഓർഡർ ചെയ്തിട്ട് വേറെ വല്ലതും വരുമോന്നേ. അപ്പൊ സംശയത്തിന് പേരിൽ ഞാൻ അത് ചോദിക്കുമായിരുന്നു.
ഫോട്ടോ കോപ്പി എടുക്കായിരുന്നില്ല?
എന്റെ ഫോട്ടോസ് ഈ പറഞ്ഞ കണക്ക് ഒരു ക്ലാരിറ്റി ഇഷ്യൂ ഉള്ളതെന്ന് ഞാൻ കരുതിയിട്ട് ഡ്രൈവ് തന്നെ കുറച്ചു കാലത്തേക്ക് ഫോളോ ചെയ്യാം. ഡ്രൈവിലുണ്ടല്ലോ സാധനം. അങ്ങനെ പ്ലാൻ നിൽക്കുമായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷെ ഇത് ഓർഡർ ചെയ്താൽ 2 ദിവസത്തിനുള്ളിൽ സാധനം കിട്ടും. എനിക്ക് അതിന്റെ ഒരു കൺഫ്യൂഷൻ.
ഏത് കൂടെ ബുക്ക് ചെയ്ത? ആമസോൺ.
അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പിന്നെ ഇവിടെ ട്രിവാൻഡ്രത്തോട്ട് അങ്ങനെ പോയിട്ട് നല്ല ബുക്ക് സ്റ്റാളുണ്ട്, അവിടെ അങ്ങനെ തിരക്കണം. പിന്നെ ഈ സിറ്റിയിലോട്ടൊന്നും പോയില്ല.
ഫോട്ടോ കോപ്പി എടുത്താൽ മതിയായിരുന്നു. അത്യാവശ്യം ക്ലാരിറ്റി ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ട്.
ആണ്ടല്ലേ? ഒരുപാട് പേജ് ഇല്ലേ?
ഉണ്ട്, 166 എത്ര പേജ് ഉണ്ട്.
ഞാൻ കരുതിയപ്പോ അത്രയും മെനക്കെടുത്തിനെക്കാട്ടി നല്ല ബുക്ക് അങ്ങ് മേടിക്കാം.
അജ്മൽ എന്താ ചെയ്തത്?
കേട്ടില്ല.
അജ്മൽ എന്താ ചെയ്തോ?
വാട്സപ്പ് ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഉണ്ടോ ഇതിന്റെ, നമ്മുടെ ക്ലാസിന്റെ ഈ ഗ്രൂപ്പിൽ?
പേഴ്സണലായിട്ട് മെസ്സേജ്.
അതെ, ഓക്കെ. എനിക്ക് ലിങ്ക് ഒന്നും കിട്ടിയില്ല.
എന്ത് ലിങ്ക്?
ഏത് ബുക്കാ വാങ്ങിക്കണ്ടെന്നുള്ളത്
ഡ്രൈവില് കിടപ്പുണ്ട് അജ്മൽ ഭായ്.
ഡ്രൈവിൽ മാം ആദ്യം അയച്ചെന്ന സാധനമാണ്.
ഫസ്റ്റ് ഡ്രൈവിൽ അയച്ചെന്നുണ്ട്.
ഓക്കെ, അതാണോ? ഓക്കെ, അതിന്റെ ബുക്ക് ഉണ്ട് അല്ലേ? അതിന്റെ ബുക്ക് ഉണ്ട്.
അതില് ബുക്ക് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഒരു ഫോൾഡർ ഉണ്ട്, അതില് ഫസ്റ്റ് കിടക്കുന്നത്.
ഓ, ഫൈൻ. ഓക്കെ.
അത് നമുക്ക് ആമസോണിൽ കിട്ടും. വർക്ക് ബുക്കും കിട്ടും, ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കും കിട്ടും. അപ്പൊ നമുക്കത് വലിയ വിലയൊന്നുമില്ല, 350 രൂപയ്ക്ക് അകത്തൊക്കെ ഉള്ളൂ ഞാൻ നോക്കിയപ്പോ. പക്ഷെ അതുപോലെ ഒരു 2-3 സീരീസ് ബുക്ക് കിടപ്പുണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ ഏതാ നമ്മള് മേടിക്കേണ്ടത്? അതുകൊണ്ട് മാമിനോട് എന്ന് മെസ്സേജ് അയച്ചതേ ഉള്ളൂ, ഏതാണെന്ന് എനിക്ക് ലിങ്ക് അയക്കണേന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു.
What is it, Ajil?
Nothing,
About the book, right? The A1.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I'm a little bit confused about the book.
Why?
Because there are certain couple of more volume, I think.
Okay. So maybe I can just send you the exact link from Amazon. That would do, right?
Yeah.
Are you trying to buy in Amazon? I'll just look into Flipkart and Amazon and send you
Okay.
whichever is less. At times they give you a very good offer in Flipkart also. So I'll just look into it and send it to you.
Okay,
And
ma'am. Thank
there is another publisher called Goyal Publishers. They are the publishers in India who actually have the rights to publish the book. So the book might be much more lesser. Of course, the original book, what I have with me, is from Germany, and that book is very different. The quality of the book is very different from what we get from Goyal Publishers here, but the content is the same. There is no difference at all. So you get a CD for the book and everything you get. So it is better that way. I'll just like look into it, and I didn't send you because I just wanted to look into and research on whichever is good, then I can tell you.
Yeah.
Or I can also pass on Goyal Publishers, like, the number. If at all, you just call them and you can even ask them whether they have any, if they have any publishing office in Kerala.
Okay, ma'am.
It'll come in a day or two if they courier it right. So it
Okay.
is not going to be that difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, so good. Today, what we are going to see is like, of course, we have seen about what is Dear Didas, right? And
Yeah.
today we will also look into something called the indefinite articles. But before that, I just wanted to ask you: do you have a good idea of what is a definite article and what is an indefinite article?
Um,
The power came back. When do we say which is definite? What is the meaning of this word definite in English?
Surety. Mean.
Yeah, definite is something like, for instance, if I'm going to say the number of seeds in a sunflower, is it a definite one or an indefinite one?
I don't understand, ma'am. One second.
For instance, if I'm asking you, will you be able to count the number of seeds in the sunflower?
No. So
Yeah,
indefinite.
no, I that doesn't have to do with the word definite or indefinite. Is it like countable or uncountable? How do we say that in other words? You have this symbol, no?
Yeah.
What is it symbol? Like this, it goes like this, like an eight
Infinite.
inverted. Finite and infinite, right?
Infinite.
The finite and infinite is like finite, you can count. These are the number of so many things, like, the number of people who are affected by corona. It's definite, like finite. And if we are talking about infinite, you can't really look into the for instance, a sunflower to see how many pollens they have. It is indefinite. You never know the numbers. You can't count it like that. It is infinite. Then you come to something called definite and indefinite. It comes in the grammar part where you see, when I say definite is something, it is very specific. For instance, when I use, there is only one article in English which is a definite, and the other two articles are indefinite. What are the three articles you know in English? A,
The
the,
and
very good. A, and the. Yeah. And A, we also know very clearly, right? When we use A and when we use an. For
yeah.
all the A, E, I, O, U, all the vowels, you use an an. And for all the consonants, we use a A. A dog, an apple, a cat, an umbrella, and it goes on, right? So this is what is English grammar. But when it comes to German grammar, it is not as simple as the English language. So when you come to the definite article, it the like, yeah, we have to just come across this and then we will go to the German grammar. So a an is very clear. When do you use the article the in English?
I mean, only one thing.
Only one
Like
thing. Can you give me
yeah.
an example?
The sun.
The sun. Very good. The sun is bright. The sun is yellow. You say that, yeah? Will be able to look at it and say the sun because it's only one. The moon, yeah? But when I say stars, how do you say it? The stars. We cannot say which star, but sometimes the star is bright. Which what does it mean? When I say a star is bright and the star is bright, what do you mean? What is the difference?
The
Anyone? Even if you have a vague idea, it's also fine, totally fine. Don't worry about whether it's right, wrong. What do you even have you given a thought to it? Is what is my question. I'm writing few sentences so that we are clear with the concept, yeah? A dog is hurt. The dog is hurt. What does it mean?
Uh, a single dog is hurt. I mean, among those dogs,
Then you bring the plural, isn't it, Ajil? The dogs, which you mean, like if there are many, then that is why I started with the finite and infinite, which is countable, is very different. Yeah, countable, then you have finite and infinite. Yeah, but this
yeah.
definite and indefinite doesn't have to do with any of these countable things at all. That is the reason I asked you what is like finite and infinite. So I'll tell you the major difference here is if you and me are talking to each other, Jill, okay? I'm just telling you a star is bright, okay? I know which star I'm talking about. We are just sitting on the terrace and I'm just telling you, oh, the a star is bright. I will know which star I'm referring to, but will you know which star I'm referring to?
No.
No, you will not know. But when I say the star is bright, then either I'm just like demonstrating it with my finger or I'm just showing it to you on the sky. See, the star near the moon is bright. So I give you exactly a touch either by, for instance, you can see, either you can see it or you can smell it or you can taste it or you can hear it or you can feel it. Yeah, you use one of your five senses to make a connection with any of these. For instance, a dog is hurt. I come from my my school and I'm just telling my children a dog is hurt today. They never know which dog. I know which dog is hurt. Then I'm going to tell them the specific dog which I'm saying the dog that is owned by Ramesh uncle is hurt. Then they know, okay, Ramesh uncle's dog, which is like Bruno, is hurt today. He broke his leg last week. So when I give them information, definite is something that has a definite structure. It has a beautiful circle around it, and you can point it out. Either you see it, you hear it, you smell it, you taste it, or you know it by your knowledge. You don't have to see that the dog is hurt. You know, Ramesh uncle has a dog and that dog is hurt. So when I point it to you and it is in our vicinity means it is around our space, we use the. When I say a king is powerful, okay, oops, powerful, yeah, which king? You never know. The king Ashoka For instance, when I'm just like thinking of the old times, the King Ashoka is a powerful king. If I'm just giving you this small information, can you now make a very clear distinction between the definite and the indefinite, where you know what it is? If two people are talking, both the people should know what it is talked about, or what is what is spoken over is called a definite thing. A apple is red. The apple is red, which means either the apple which is on my plate is really red. A apple is red. Any apple right there on in the world is red. A apple. Which apple? You never know. The apple I got from Paramudir is red. So there is extra information for the next person to really know what it is. Definitely is called definite article, and which they don't know and they have a very vague idea of what it is, then it is called an indefinite article. Is that clear for everyone? Do you have any questions? Is this definite and indefinite clear?
Yeah.
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 Okay, fine. So, as we have a clarity on this, now we need to look at how the German grammar goes. It's very different. In English, we have a, an, and the. These are the three articles, out of which a and are indefinite articles. The is a definite article. Yeah, I'm just like writing DEF means definite and indefinite. Okay, so this is what it is. In German grammar, we have a very different call. Okay, for instance, the in English, the definite article has has three forms. Okay, they are die und das. It can show two things. One is it shows whether it's masculine, feminine, or neutral, the gender. You all know that, right? Their D das shows the masculinity, femininity, and neutrality. Yeah, for any of these. If I'm going to say their tish, table, is table their masculine, feminine, or the neutron? If I'm going to give you a word, I'm just writing it down. Their tish. Masculine, feminine, or neutral is what is should be your answer. Tish means table. Okay. You don't even have to really look into the meaning. Even if you don't know the meaning, are you able to find out it is masculine because of this magic word there? There shows it is masculinity. Yeah, it's masculinum in gender. When I say D lampe, lampe means lamp. It shows the lamp.
Feminine.
Ja, Femininum, sehr gut. Das Buch, which means book. Which gender is das Buch? That's neutral in gender. Yeah, der, die, das. So, what we are going to do today is to see what are the definite articles in German, the indefinite articles in German. So, the definite articles, you know clearly, it is a der, die und das.
Das.
Ja, der Tisch ist groß. Groß means
Gross means
Gross means gro-
great.
great, or it is big. The
Big.
other word is big. And die Lampe ist klein. It's the Gegenteil. Gegenteil, they are opposites. Groß und klein. Big and small. Okay. Das,
okay.
ja, das Buch ist alt. Now, all these three will be definite articles where der Tisch is groß is translates to the table is big, which means you also know which table I'm talking about. I also, the speaker knows very clearly which table he is talking about, but the listener also clearly knows that you have to just imagine a situation that we are going to a furniture shop and say, oh, this the table is big for our house, for instance. Yeah, the table, because like we are standing near the table to like review whether we can buy this table or not, then the table is big. Yeah. And for instance, the lamp is klein. For instance, we are buying a lamp, and then when I say the lamp is small for the big living room, it is very small, this lamp is big. So when you say this, that, when you show, it's called demonstrative. When you show with your fingers, like, this is my book, that is my pen. When you say it's demonstrative, here the pointing out is already done between the speaker and the listener. Yeah. Der Tisch ist groß, die Lampe ist klein, das Buch, or das Buch is alt, means that the book is old. Okay. And for instance, you can say die Kinder, plural. Okay. It's plural and Kinder is children. Die Kinder sind süß. Süß means sweet. Children are very sweet. So die Kinder sind süß. The children are sweet. I'm talking about both my boys, for instance. The children are sweet. Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. This is definite article. Is this clear for everyone? Is there any questions? What we are going to look into is some things like a table is big, a lamp is small, a book is old, children are sweet. Which children you don't know. Which book is old you don't know. Which lamp I'm talking about you will not know. Which table I'm talking about you will not know. Yeah. So this is what we are going to like learn today, and I would like you to start with this, because like then we can go into practice about like some exercises I have for a practice. We'll do that later, because grammar topics usually I don't start with the grammar topic, but we need to know this so that you understand many other things very well. So you have, yeah, the definite article is called of Deutsch. Es is bestimmter Artikel. Bestimmt. Bestimmt is like definite. It translates exactly like that. Yeah. Article. Here it's definite article. LE in English, which always changes to EL of Deutsch. Yeah. Definite article, and C also, sorry. Article, CLE, and KEL. This is what is a very famous change that you see mostly in German. CLE changes to KL. Oh, sorry. KEL. Article. Yeah.
Article.
Yeah. Article. And it's the same, but then you have a small change. C changes to K and LE changes to EL. Yeah. Bestimmter means definite. And when we come to the indefinite, it is also easy. Definite, indefinite article is unbestimmter Artikel.
Unbestimmte articles.
Yeah, these two things are the bestimmt, unbestimmt. There are so many adjectives, and these adjectives are something that you need to learn. For instance, groß. And you have the opposite. The Gegenteil ist klein. Alt, neu, schon. It's shown, shown, which goes to beautiful, haslish. Sorry, haslish. Haslish is ugly. Okay, long coats. Lang is long coats. Hell. I'll tell you what are the meanings again. Hell, dunkel. Hell is bright. It is just the opposite word of hell in English. Hell is like a negative word in English, but hell is bright in English. Yeah. And then you have gross, klein, alt. Gross und klein is big and small. Alt, neu, old and new. Schön, hässlich is like beautiful and ugly. Lang, kurz, long and short. Hell und dunkel, bright and dull or dim. Yeah, or
Yeah.
dark also. Yeah. So when you have a Dunkelbrot, which means there are like breads in Germany. I told you they are all bread eaters. The Dunkelbrot is the dark bread, which means it is made out of millets, not just maida. Yeah. So Dunkelbrot and like Zimmer, for instance, room, we can say mein Zimmer ist hell, which means my, it's not that my my room is like a hell place. No, it is like a bright place. That is what it means. And then you have schon, hässlich, beautiful, ugly, alt, neu, groß, klein. Exactly, you say bestimmt, definite, unbestimmt. I'm definite about this. I'm not very definite. I'm not sure. Yeah. So you can say that. These are called Adjektiven auf Deutsch. Adjektiven means adjectives. Yeah. So these are things, and let us go into one like how we did us. We are going to look into one presentation to see how we are going to really work with this unbestimmte article und negative article. Yeah, we will learn a little later about the negative article, but that these two are the learning goals. Lernziele. Unbestimmte Artikel lernen, bestimmte and Negativartikel lernen. Yeah? Okay. Okay. Ein Mann und eine Frau haben ein Kind. Sie sind eine Familie. Ein Mann und eine Frau haben ein Kind. Sie sind eine Familie. Was bedeutet das? What could be the translation? Can anyone translate it for me?
A man und,
Und is and.
and a woman
Mhm.
have a child.
Mhm.
They they are one family.
They are a family. That's all. They are a
A family.
family. They are a family. That's right. Very good, Ajmal. So, Sie haben ein Haus, aber keinen Hund. What could be that? You can just guess it, even though if you don't know many words here, it's okay.
They have a house but no dog.
Very good.
Okay.
Keinen dog means they don't have a dog. That's right. They have a house, but no dogs. Does it matter in India? It matters in Germany. They love pets, yeah. So, aber keinen Hund is like almost they like in India they say no. Oh, this couple they don't have children. Exactly like that. There, if like they don't have pets, oh, they don't even have pets like that. It is a shame not to have pets, kind of. Not exactly, but they behave sometimes like that. Der unbestimmte Artikel. So, one is, I'll read all the three sentences for you and tell you what it means. Im Deutschen gibt es bestimmte und unbestimmte Artikel. In German, we have definite articles and indefinite articles. Ja, im Deutschen gibt es bestimmte Artikel und unbestimmte Artikel, which means in German, German has exactly the language German has definite articles and indefinite article. Bestimmte Artikel benutzt man für Bekanntes. This is like a very nice sentence. You can just like even write it down in your note, which means bestimmte Artikel. Benutzt comes from the whole verb. Can you guess the verb benutzt? What's the full form of the verb? It is in position two. You can see it, right? It is the king. So he stays in position two. So benutzt means a verb. Now it is also like very important to really guess. The guesswork is becomes much like in a larger scale, and you have to see, okay, which is the subject here, which is the verb here, and the object here. So if you see bestimmt article stays in position one, it could be the subject, but the second thing, like the second position is benutzt. What could be the verb? All the verbs end with what? End with these
E.
two. Yes, Ajil, come again.
Heis.
Ajil, come again. He said that.
Yes.
Es, E is
Uh,
right, but the last one is.
uh,
Think of the verbs, all the verbs. Tell
Ian.
me two verbs. En, that's right.
yes.
Lesen, schreiben,
Yes. Yes.
hören,
Haben.
haben, schreiben, except for the verb sein, which is to be. Most of the verbs ends with an en. So whenever you see any verbs in the position two, it's a verb. And if you have to look at the whole form of the verb, chop off the last letter and add en to it, which is ben. But here, what happens is like it is benutz. It's not ten, benutzen. 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 I'm going to write it down right here. Benutzen means to be used. Benutzen.
To
Benutzen is
used.
to use. And you have something called the adjective is nützlich, which means useful. Benutzen is a verb and nützlich is an adjective. So I usually put this adj dot is adjective, and there's a v which means a verb. Yeah, benutzen is to use and nützlich is useful. For instance, der Kuli ist nützlich. Kuli means
Pen.
very good. Pen. The pen is useful. Now, when I say the pen is useful, you know which pen I'm talking about, and I know which pen I'm talking about. And this word, bekanntes, bekanntes means what you know, you are familiar with. Familiarity is called bekanntes. Unbekanntes is unfamiliar. Yeah, bekanntes means familiar.
Unbekannt.
Familiar. Okay, I'll write down bekannte means known or familiar. Familiar, and unbekannte, bekannten Unbekannten is unknown or unfamiliar.
Familiar.
So Bekannten, er ist eine Bekannte. Bekannte means when I say ein Bekannter. A Bekanntes Mann, for instance. He's a popular man. He is known very well. That known is like not just popularity or publicity. It is also like I know him well. That is what it is. Und die Frau ist unbekannt ist here. You see in a group and you see a lady and you can say, oh, she's like very stranging, like she's a stranger. Yeah, a known person or unbekannten is also a stranger. So there are so many meanings for bekannten und unbekannten. So bestimmte Artikel means bekannten. It starts with BB. Just remind yourself. Bestimmte Bekannte means like the definite articles are known things, indefinite articles are unknown things. That's all. That is what should be your understanding about bestimmte und unbestimmte Artikel. Is that clear? Do you
Yeah.
have any questions? Haben Sie Fragen? Nein? Okay. So, as we saw about der, die und das, we have the unbestimmte article right in front of you. Yeah, it is ein, eine und ein. The only catch in German which makes it much more difficult is the masculinum and the neutrum has the same article for the unbestimmte. Yeah. For instance, if I say der Tisch, you know, Tisch is table, and from the article you can have a clue. Tisch is masculinum. When I say ein Tisch, a table, unless you know table is masculine, you will never be able to find out whether it is masculinum or neutral. Can you see right here? Ein Mann, eine Frau, ein Kind. That's what came in the first thing. Ein Mann und eine Frau haben ein Kind. Have this as your acronym, which means like, you have to have this sentence in your system. Ein Mann und eine Frau haben ein Kind. A man and a woman have a child. Here, man is masculinum, Frau is femininum, and Kind is neutrum. Ein Mann und eine Frau haben ein Kind. Write it down somewhere so that it becomes much easier. Then you know all the three unbestimmte Artikel. Do you want some time to write it down in your note, or are you done?
No, ma'am. Give me time.
What is it, Vishnu?
Need some time.
Okay, sure. Vishnu, will you tell me when you're done?
Yeah. Finish, ma'am.
Oh, you're done? Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Okay. So when we come back, when we come here, you can also see this where it is very clearly written bestimmte Artikel und unbestimmte Artikel, der, die, das, die, ein, eine, ein, and kein Artikel. Kein is like there are no articles for the indefinite. When it comes to the plural, ich habe Bücher. I have books. Do you say I have the books? I have a books. I have an books. You don't say that. When it comes to the plural, we never say, like, you never add any articles to the plural. For instance, if I want to say the definite article plural, the books are big, or like maybe the books are numerous. Yeah, but we can't say books are numerous, isn't it? That is a very different thing from English. But here, when you say you have der, die, das, die, but the unbestimmte article, which is like the indefinite articles, does not have any article for the plural. We will come back to some examples where you will understand it much, much better. Okay. Wie lautet, welche unbestimmte Artikel passt? Which is a question for all of you, okay? Which is the indefinite article past is like matches to this picture? Ein oder einer?
Ein.
He, ein. And he is a man. That is what is in English. How will you translate that to German? Er, er is er is he, right? Er ist ein Mann. He is a man. They are just asking about the indefinite articles, okay? Here, welche unbestimmte Artikel passt? Wie lautet der unbestimmte, Entschuldigung. Wie lautet der bestimmte Artikel? Ein, eine.
Eine.
Eine bestimmte Artikel. They have given the wrong options and the wrong question. Can you see? They're asking you the bestimmte article and they've given ein eine. What is the bestimmte article for this picture? The definite article for this picture. It's not ein eine. Die Frau. Die Frau. Sehr good. Die Frau. The question is like they are tricking
ഒരു
you, okay?
definite അല്ലേ?
Yeah. Okay. Wie lautet der bestimmte Artikel?
Das Sky.
Das Kind.
Yeah.
Wie lautet der unbestimmte Artikel? Ein. Sehr gut, Ajmal. Sehr gut. Okay. Welche unbestimmte Artikel passt? Sorry. Which is the indefinite article for this picture?
It is plural, man.
Plural and unbestimmte. Do you have any article for the plural indefinite?
Die.
No, that is definite article and that is the, look here. Where is that? Here. What is the unbestimmte article for plural? What is given right there? Kein article. That is bestimmte, unbestimmte. There is no article. So it is familiar. Yeah. For instance, familiar. For I'm just naming these familiar Dobart. Okay, that's a very common German family name. Familiar Dobart. Even though they don't look like German, they may be like Germans living there for a longer time and they have the green card and all of that. Okay, so when I say familiar Dobart, wohnen in Berlin. I won't say die Familie Dobart wohnen in Berlin. I would just say Familie Dobart wohnen in Berlin. Family Dobart lives in Berlin. Yeah. Okay. Welche Unbestimmte Artikel past. For this
Kinder.
picture. Unbestimmte Artikel. What is the indefinite article for Kinder? Is that plural?
Yes.
Plural has no article for indefinite. That is what should be your answer. Okay. There is no. One second. I will stop sharing and share it back because there is. Okay. Yeah. So we don't have any indefinite articles for plural. Okay. This is your work right now. Look at the 4 sentences and you can fill in all the 4 sentences with indefinite article. I'll be back in maybe like 4 minutes. It's 51, 55. We will be done. 1 minute for every sentence.
Oh, hi.
Okay. Were you able to find out? So Ajmal goes first. Das ist.
Okay, then das ist ein Buch.
Sehr
Is
gut.
it right?
That's right. Das
Okay.
sind Kinder. Satish. Are you there, Satish?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Satish. First, see the noun and tell me whether it's masculine, feminine, neutral, or plural. Are you able to?
Masculine.
Masculine, kinder. Kind is das Kind. Kinder means children. Children is plural. Yeah. Ajil, do you have an answer for this? Das sind, then eine
Uh,
Luca.
there's no article.
No article. Very good. That is das sind Kinder. So you have to go back to this table again. Yeah. When you see a sentence, go back here. Find out whether the noun is masculine, feminine, neutral, or plural. Yeah. If it is masculine, then der oder ein, die oder eine for femininum, das oder ein for neutrum, die und kein Artikel for unbestimmter. When
Okay,
you
ma'am.
have to say this, you have to just give a small example for each of this. The man, a man. The lady, a lady. The book, a book. Yeah. The children, then children. You can't say a children, or you can't say a children and children. Can't say that because they are in plural form. Book, for
Yes.
yes, Vishnu.
Nothing, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the main thing. And okay, Satish, did you understand that? Setu, would you like to try the third one, Setu? Can't hear you.
I don't know.
Setu, are you there? Maybe she has issues
Network
with
problem, ma'am.
network issues or something. Okay, let her come back. Abik,
Yes.
would you like to try the third one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Abik.
I gave ein sister.
Okay, come back. Schwester means what?
Sister.
Sister, sister.
Sister. Okay. So all the others, please wait. Okay, until Abik tells me the right answer. So sister is der, die oder das.
Der,
Is
das
is,
mean
is eh, come on. Der is for masculinum. You can see the blue, pink, and black. No, blue is for boys, pink is for girls, black is for
girls.
neutral. Okay. So Schwester is which one in this? Blue,
Second,
pink, or black?
second one, die.
D.
D.
D. So what is the unbestimmte article? The indefinite article for D is what?
Nein. Nein.
Eine.
Eine.
Eine. Yeah. Eine.
Eine.
Okay.
Eine Schwester. Ich habe eine Schwester. Good.
Oh,
That's right. Shrijesh, if I want to say I have and then a blank and say brother. Weißt du was ein brother of
Bruder.
Deutsch is?
Bruder.
Hello. I didn't
Oh.
know, Vishnu, that you changed your name to Shrijesh. Shrijesh, you tell me if I want to say I have a brother in German. How would I say it of Deutsch?
Ich habe ein Bruder.
Sehr good. I have a cousin. Cousin, a boy. How will I say it?
Ich habe
Vish-
ein
Ein
Ein-
cousin. Sehr good, Shrijesh. Vishnu, you tell me if I want to say I have two sisters.
Oh my God.
Now you can not say, right? I'll ask you difficult questions then.
Thanks.
No, it's just like it's easy. Just translate it. I have two sisters. How will you say it?
It's have. Oh, oh my god.
Okay, I have two children. How will you say it?
Each have. 1 minute.
Yeah,
I need some time.
sure.
Ma'am,
Yes,
ich habe zwei Kinder.
sehr good. Ich habe zwei Kinder. Sehr good. Likewise, can you say for Schwester? Do you know
What?
the plural form for Schwester? One sister is Schwester. What is the plural form for sister? Sisters in English, right? What could be that of Deutsch is Schwestern. Tern. There is one N at the end which makes it as plural. So, ich habe zwei Schwestern. Or you can say, I have sisters. If I'm not going to tell you how many sisters I have. I have sisters. How will you translate it? Ich habe. Do you have any article for the plural? Are you there?
Yes.
See, das sind Kinder. Ajil said there is no article because the noun is plural in form. For instance, I want to just do this. Ich habe and then a blank and Schwestern means sisters. Okay?
Yeah.
Schwestern. Okay. What will be the article here, Vishnu?
Oh,
Easy.
I.
I'm going to nicely give you one like this. If you were in front of me. We used to do that. You know what is this? If you
I.
tell it wrong, my mother used to nicely give me on my tuck. She'll give me.
I.
No. No article for plural. Write down in your note, either in Malayalam or in English, the indefinite article in plural doesn't have any gender. Like, for instance, there are no articles for plural. Can you see this big exclamation right here in front of you? That
Yeah.
round and an exclamation. You also put something like that and write down. Everyone, nouns in plural does not have an article in indefinite form. That's all. Whenever you have any nouns in plural and you need to find the indefinite article for plural, you don't have to put an article. You have to come back to your table and just write. Hope you have all noted down this table, isn't it? Unbestimmte Artikel, D is kein article. So when I write down, I would like you to write it down maybe like this, which makes life much more easier. So for instance, if I'm going to say one and then this is for masculinum and then you have a table for definite and then you have another table for indefinite. Yeah. And then you say this and then here you say gender and here you write definite and here you're writing indefinite. The last one leave it because I thought we might need it but we don't need it right now. So here if you say masculinum, M is for masculino, then you write down the femininum Ninum. Then you have Neutrum or the neutral, Neutrum, NEU, Neutrum. Und dann sie haben einen Pluralform. Gender of, this is like, 1 second, gender of the nouns. Yeah. So gender of the nouns, if it is masculinum, femininum, neutrum, and plural, then write down all the articles you know. It is der, die, und dann haben sie das, and again die. Yeah. But the indefinite article has, maybe we should just change the color so it becomes easier. Eine, ein, and kein article. I won't write kein article because kein, then you may get confused. Just write this down in your note, and whenever you want to fill in bestimmt article, which means the definite articles or the indefinite articles, just come back to this table of your page and find out. Okay, it will be very, very easy for you to find out. And when you practice and practice, you may not need this table after some time. It becomes much easier for you. Is that clear, Vishnu, or is that clear now a bit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You just need to know this, but when it comes to the practice and the context, it will change at times, and you will get to understand it much better when you practice it. So you don't have to worry about it at all. Okay. Have you written down? Can I change?
Yes.
Okay. So when we come back, you will have small exercises to do. We did this, and you have this, you did this. And the last is, das ist Stift. Was ist ein Stift? What is ein Stift? Stift?
Pen. Pen.
Pen.
Pen. And pen is what gender? Pen? Der, die, das. Did anyone find out from the dictionary? No? No or yes? Pencil
Feminine.
is
No, sorry.
Huh? Come again. Bleistift. Blei means lead. Okay. So Blei is like for even when you say when you just go into some things like the lead, the factories, it will be written Blei ist gefährlich. Gefährlich is very, very dangerous. So yeah, that is what is Bleistift is lead pencil. The inside of the pencil is actually poisonous. That's why we don't give pencils to children. Yeah, because when they keep it in the mouth, it's poisonous. Bleistift. What is the gender? Anyone found out or no? Not yet.
Yes.
You can.
Neutral.
Neutral. It's
Neutral.
masculinum in gender. Stift is der Stift. Yeah.
Yes.
So it is der Stift. So das ist What is the unbestimmte Artikel?
Ein.
Einstift. Sehr gut. That is what it is. And now is your work. You can you can go into your maybe your groups, or you can work as groups right here as well. I'm going to mute and take off the video for 5 minutes. Each one can find out one of the words, or if you know already, very fine. If you don't know the words, find out. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes. We are stopping exactly by 17:16, which means 5:16. You have 5 minutes to go. Find out the gender, and you have to say which one is ein, which one is einer, which one doesn't have article.
Oof.
You can all discuss with each other, no issues at all. So each one can find out one in case if there are so. Done?
No, ma'am.
1 more minute you have. Okay, so I think we can just discuss about whatever you have done so far. Let us just leave out in case and discuss if at all you have not found something. It's okay. Stift,
Eins.
Ein.
Einstift, sehr gut. Buch,
Ein.
Ein.
ein Buch, good. Big Brille,
Ein. Eine.
eine, sehr gut.
Eine.
Ne,
Eine.
ja, eine, sehr gut. Uhr, Satish, Uhr. Uhr is clock. Is it ein Uhr, eine Uhr, or no article and then Uhr?
Ein.
It's die Uhr. D is like it's a feminine and gender. Then what will be the indefinite article that you use?
Uh,
Eine. It's eine Uhr because it is like a clock, but the clock is feminine in gender. Like how in English we have consonants and vowels, here we have the gender. Masculine, feminine, and neutral. In place of a, an, and the, you have a, e, I, o, u, and all the b, c, d, f. All these join into one group, right? We differentiate the articles in that way. Here we differentiate the articles on the other way around with the articles of the gender. Yeah, that's fine. And then you have mena. Mena. What article is that? Vishnu?
Oh, I think ein.
Only one? Man means one man. That's what we saw there, no? Ein man.
Ein.
One more time.
Mhm.
Try.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Men is the noun. Is the noun singular or plural?
It's plural.
Then what is the unbestimmte article?
There is
The
no kind.
kein article. Sehr good. Männer comes in this way here. M A umlaut N N E R. Männer. Good. Next one is Frauen. That is also plural, right? Frauen, familiar. All these are plurals. Okay, now telephone. Who has the article for telephone? Oops, sorry. Oh. Telephone? Mm-hmm. Ein Telefon, eine Telefon, or kein article telephone. It's das Telefon, so it has ein Telefon. Yeah. So these are all the articles for these small pictures that you see in front of you. And then, okay. So here what we are going to do is like we are going to work together. First, let us find out the meanings of these words, and then let us just look into what articles do we need to add to all these nouns. If you see, I'm just going to first highlight all the nouns. Okay, let me just close this and highlight all the nouns. Klassenzimmer. What is Klassenzimmer?
Classroom.
Very good. A classroom. Classroom. That's right. Tisha.
Table.
Able, but tish is table. Tisha means tables. Yeah, it is in the plural form. Tisha, tish und tisha. Okay. And then you have Stühle,
Chair.
chair. And is that one chair in the classroom?
Chairs.
Chairs.
Chairs. Sehr good. When you come here, you need to know these alone. Like Tisch, Tische is the plural. Yeah. Stuhl. And if you add the article, it becomes much more clear. Der Tisch, der Stuhl. And then here it's die, because plural article for bestimmte is die, right? The tables, the chairs, then becomes Stühle. Stühle. Yeah. And then you have Tafel. Was bedeutet Tafel? Any idea? What are all the things that you see on in the classroom? What are the things that you see in a classroom? Typical class, 10th, 8th, 7th classroom.
Blackboard.
Blackboard.
Very good. Tafel means board. Yeah. And there is only one board. Yeah, because it's like it's not in the plural form tafel, and the plural form also is tafel. So how do you write the plural form? If it's the same plural form, how do you write it? One second. Ja. Klassenzimmer gibt es Tische, Stühle, Tafel. Tafel means board, which is die Tafel. And then Klasse. What's Klasse? Class. In the class. Yeah, the class. Ich bin in der 10th Klasse means I am studying in the 10th grade. Lehrer. Was bedeutet Lehrer?
Teacher.
Teacher. Und Kinder. Children, sie lesen Buch. And Buch is books. Then we go on to, one second. Can I do that in another color is something that I wanted to check, but I don't think so. Okay. So now if you want to go into this, just read. If at all you need the meanings of these verbs, gibt is has. It has. In the classroom has, or it has, or it actually, gibt comes from the verb geben. Geben is to give. Yeah. But usually when they use es gibt, it has das Haus, in das Haus gibt es drei Zimmer. The house has three rooms. That is what is the meaning. So here when you see im Klassenzimmer gibt es viele Tische, maybe like you cannot add anything to it, but what you could do is, add, is there any article, unbestimmte Article? No, there is no articles for plural. So what we do right here is kein Artikel. Im Klassenzimmer gibt es Tische und Stühle. Es gibt eine Tafel. In der Klasse steht ein Lehrer und dort sitzen Kinder, because Kinder is plural. Sie lesen, they are all reading one book with them. Ein Buch, that's all. So, im Klassenzimmer gibt es Tische und Stühle. Es gibt eine Tafel. In der Klasse steht ein Lehrer und dort sitzen Kinder. Sie lesen ein Buch. In the classroom has tables and chairs. It has a board. In the class stands the teacher and there sits the children. Dort is there. 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 The children sit there. They are reading a book. This is what is the conjugation. Like you see that the bestimmte and the unbestimmte. So we are just going to stop right here because we are going to look at something else today, and we will always come back the next class to this and work on many sentences until you feel confident with using these things on your by yourself. Yeah. So we are going to the book. I'm just going to really 1 second. Just hold on for a minute. I'm just going to open the book. It is somewhere else. Yeah. Mm. Just hold on. It's loading. Yeah. Okay. So it is going to be a small, like of course all the the audios are there. Maybe if you have the book, you can just download the Clet Augmented, so it becomes much easier for you to work on. And if you see right here, what we are going to look at is, I think like did we do the numbers? No?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, just 1 second. I think I have. Where is that? Share screen. It's not sharing my screen. Now, are you able to see the screen now?
Yes.
Yeah. Before that, I was sharing, but it is like sharing. It shows, but it is not sharing. Okay. Did we do the sixth exercise? This one? No, right?
No.
I think we did only till here. The fear, Selena Lung. We did
This is
that,
also
right?
done, ma'am. Last class, ma'am.
Yeah, we did that. And so now you are going to hear two numbers, okay? Be alert. they're going to call out for the phone number, I would like you to write down the phone numbers. And before that, I think like a small song, if you want to listen to, you can. Yeah, I'm just going to share. Just hold on, I'll share this sound. Yeah,
A. Zahlenrap.
it's a rap for the numbers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
20, 20, 20.
You don't want to hear the sound, the rap again? Do you want to hear the rap again? Does it even sound like a rap? Okay, that was just a small revision of the numbers. Of course, the rap was not like a rap, it was just like somebody screaming. It's fine. So now is your task. You have to listen to the audio very carefully and write down the numbers. Okay?
Yeah.
Aufgabe 6b. 1.
Guten Tag, Hotel Zentral, Rita Wolf. Was kann ich für Sie tun?
Guten Tag, Klein. Ich möchte Claudia Berg sprechen.
Frau Berg ist leider nicht da. Kann sie zurückrufen?
Ja, bitte.
Wie ist Ihre Telefonnummer bitte?
0, 1, 5, 9, 8, 2, 3, 4, 6, 0, 7.
Ich wiederhole. 0159 82 34 607.
Ja, vielen Dank.
Auf Wiederhören, Herr Klein.
Auf Wiederhören.
Zwei.
Guten Tag, Hotel Zentral, Rita Wolf. Was kann ich für Sie tun?
Guten Tag, Petra Groß. Ich möchte Frau Müller sprechen.
Frau Müller ist leider nicht da. Kann sie zurückrufen?
Ja, bitte.
Wie ist Ihre Telefonnummer bitte?
0157 831 6924.
Ich wiederhole. 0157 8316 924.
Ja, das ist richtig. Danke.
Auf Wiederhören, Frau Groß.
Auf Wiederhören.
Okay. So, did you get the numbers? Let's see. The first number. Each one can read out your number.
Yes.
91
Uh-huh.
59
Okay.
62
Mm-hmm.
34 619.
Okay. Ajmal, what's your number? Ajal, you are going to
01.
call a different person now. Okay. Yes, Ajmal.
Okay, then I will try, ma'am.
Yes.
01
Mhm.
59 8 2
Mhm.
3 4 6 0
Mhm.
10.
You are also going to call out a very different person, Ajmal. Abik.
Zaiban. And Dre,
Mhm.
Zaiban,
Mhm.
Drew,
Mhm.
Drew,
Mhm.
New, Ein, Takes, is due.
Okay. No, you are also going to call a wrong number. Okay, Shrijesh.
01
Mhm.
59
Okay.
82
Mhm.
13 60 20.
Wrong number. Setu, would you like to just give it on chat in case if you have a number? It would be good. Satish. Try Satish.
Number 09.
Loudly, Satish, we can't hear you clearly. Sorry.
I wrote three numbers.
Okay,
095. That's
that's it. Okay. So I'm going to play that again. Okay.
it.
So you can check out if at all the number you have written is right again. Okay.
Aufgabe 6b. 1.
Guten Tag, Hotel Zentral, Rita Wolf. Was kann ich für Sie tun?
Guten Tag, Klein. Ich möchte Claudia Berg sprechen.
Frau Berg ist leider nicht da. Kann sie zurückrufen?
Ja, bitte.
Wie ist Ihre Telefonnummer bitte?
0 1 5 9 8 2 3 4 6 0 7.
Ich wiederhole. 0159 8234 607.
Ja, vielen Dank.
Auf Wiederhören, Herr Klein.
Auf Wiederhören.
Zwei.
Guten Tag, Hotel Zentral, Rita Wolf. Was kann ich für Sie tun?
Guten Tag, Petra Groß. Ich möchte Frau Müller sprechen.
Frau Müller ist leider nicht da. Kann sie zurückrufen?
Ja, bitte.
Wie ist Ihre Telefonnummer bitte?
0157 831 6924.
Ich wiederhole. 0157 8316 924.
Ja, das ist richtig. Danke.
Auf Wiederhören, Frau Groß.
Auf Wiederhören.
Aufgabe 6.
Okay, so we have heard it 4 times. Okay, once the person says, the next time the lady says, again, like 4 times we have heard the number. So I'm going to share the number and you can see whether your numbers are right this time. The first one is this and the second one is this. Who had it right? 0159 823 4 607 is the first number. The second number is 0157 83 1694. Ajmal, what did you say?
The first one, I did correct.
Oh, that's nice. There will be like one number or the other, like you misdo it, right? Like you just like flip it around. It happens. That is what A1 is all about. And my teacher would really tell us. She would give us the directory, okay, a big directory, and she would ask us to just say the name of the person. Initially, she used to do that. She says Albert and then some things, okay. In case if the name is that, you have to find the Albert, any Albert, and say the number, seeing the directory. And she will ask the four val means the pin code, like not the pin code, sorry, the extension, like what do we say, the state code, we say, no? The telephone code 0422 is Coimbator's, 91 plus 91 is India's. So like that, the forval undan the telephone number, and it goes on. It used to be so much fun. You have to just like quickly find out. Whoever finds it out gets a chocolate. So that is how we learned numbers. Like you can ask somebody at home to like quickly tell you some random 10 phone somebody's phone number, and then try to write it down once or twice. You will get familiar. And it's all like whenever they say the numbers, this is a practice as well. They do only one number at a time. Like in India we do know 96009082. We don't say that. They don't say that. They always call it out one number after the other for clarity. Yeah. So 0, 1, 5, 9, 8, 2, 3, 4, 6, 0, 7. 0, 1, 5, 7, 8, 3, 1, 6, 9, 2, 4. So these are the numbers. So we stop sharing and come back to our class. And then, okay. So now the next task is to write the telephone. You have written down the telephone number. Now you have to try writing down the email addresser. What is email addresser?
Email address.
Mail ID.
Yeah. And mail ID, what are the things that you need to know? For instance, Straish. Straish means you have Straish. Straish is this. Okay. The hyphen is called einen Straish. Unterstreich. Unterstreich means underscore. Oops, it is. You have this thing, no? Underscore.
Okay.
Unterstreich. And then what is this? Dot auf Deutsch. Punkt. Okay. Punkt means a dot. And at is something that we need. At is at. So these are the things, because usually our the email addresses are like this, with two other things which is very good, very important. Groß. Oops. Groß geschrieben. Geschrieben comes from the verb schreiben. Schreiben is to write. Geschrieben is the past form of write, which means to wrote. Yeah, it's a written also is like geschrieben. Groß geschrieben is capital, and if you say small letters, then you say klein geschrieben. Is there anything else in email address? Usually I have seen only this. Numbers, Symbole, for instance, einen Fragezeichen, question marks, or usually this is the most important. I think like if you know this is enough. Okay, Streich. And remember Abed-Sede. I'm just going to share with you the song for another rap for Abed-Sede. Remember it, and when he says it, don't write I for E and E for I. You have to be very, very careful when he says I or A. Yeah, A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V X Y Z. And then A Ö Ü and then S set, which is an scharfes. So we will just look at this again, one small revision for the alphabets, and then you can.
Aufgabe 7a. Buchstabenrap.
Oops, sorry.
Aufgabe 7a. Buchstabenrap.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. A, B, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, K, L, M. N, O, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, Ä, Ö, Ü, Ä, Ö, Ü, Ä, Ö, Ü, Ä, Ö, Ü.
Aufgabe 7a.
I think that's enough, no, with the rap. Let us just listen to this.
Aufgabe 7b.
Just note down. It's like one thing which I wrote it as thrice is like EICH, but it is STRICH. It's a mistake from my side. Just note it down. STRICH and minus or thrice. That is the same. Either you can say minus. Minus means minus sign. Yeah, in math we say minus. It's called minus, which is an hyphen, or you can just say thrice. STRICH. Okay, so you're going to listen to the email address. Let's begin.
Aufgabe 7b.
Wie ist deine E-Mail-Adresse?
Ruben-Gonzales@sweb.net.
Wie bitte nochmal? Ruben?
Ruben-Gonzales GONZALEZ at esweb.net.
Ist das richtig so? Ruben-Gonzales mit Z at sweb.net.
Ja, das stimmt. Und wie ist deine E-Mail-Adresse?
Maria-1811 at inet.com.
Bitte nochmal, kannst du sie buchstabieren?
MARIA unterstrich 1811 at inet.com.
Danke.
One more
Aufgabe
time.
7b.
Wie ist deine E-Mail-Adresse?
Ruben-Gonzales@sweb.net.
Wie bitte nochmal? Ruben?
Ruben-Gonzales GONZALEZ at esweb.net.
Ist das richtig so? Ruben-Gonzales mit Z at sweb.net.
Ja, das stimmt. Und wie ist deine E-Mail-Adresse?
Maria-1811 at inet.com.
Bitte nochmal, kannst du sie buchstabieren?
MARIA unterstrich 1811 at inet.com.
Danke.
One second. Yeah. So, what is this is Trish. Streichen is like to strike out. So I always make this. Srish is this oder minus. And what is the answer? Let me just put it in. Just you check whether is that what you have written.
Gonzalez at ES B B A B dot.
Is that right, Ajil?
The first one is right, ma'am. Second one
Okay.
I can follow.
Okay. Maria unterstrich Axel Elf at enet.com. .com. That's what she says. MARIA underscore 1811 at inet.com. Anyone got the second one right? No.
Maria underscore.
Okay. So that is what it is. And if you want me to just put it back, I will put it back the share screen, but I just want to just look at what it is and what if yeah. So we saw about Bea last week, right? And this is a continuation. The film goes on from lesson to lesson. And yeah, so this lesson is all about this page, especially is all about land and languages. Yeah, we're just going to look at one small film.
Wie lange bleibst du?
It is the continuation where Bea comes in and Felix helps her at that same time. What is this little girl's name? Anyone remembers this girl's name?
Julia.
No. Julia is a very common name.
Ila.
Sehr good, Ella. Sehr good. Okay, let's see.
Bist du denn bei uns? Ich bleibe 3 Monate.
Sorry. I'll just put it from the beginning.
Wie lange bleibst du denn bei uns?
Ich bleibe 3 Monate.
Und woher kommst du?
Aus Berlin.
Und was machst du hier in München?
Ich mache ein Praktikum in einem Verlag.
Und was machst du da?
Also ich schreibe und übersetze.
Übersetzen?
Ja, ich spreche Deutsch, Englisch und Spanisch.
Cool, dann können wir ja zusammen Englisch lernen.
Ja.
Das ist bestimmt Mama. Hallo Mama. Ja, die ist da. Warte. Hier, für dich.
Bea Kretschmer?
Ja, hallo, guten Tag, Frau Kretschmer.
Hier ist Claudia Berg. Guten Tag, Frau Berg. Haben Sie die Adresse gleich gefunden? Ja, kein Problem.
Gut.
Ich komme um 6 und dann besprechen wir alles.
Ja.
Also dann, bis heute Abend. Tschüss, Frau Berg.
Wie lange bleibst du denn bei uns?
Ich bleibe 3 Monate.
Und woher kommst du?
Aus Berlin.
Und was machst du hier in München?
Ich mache ein Praktikum in einem Verlag.
Und was machst du da?
Also ich schreibe und übersetze.
Übersetzen?
Ja, ich spreche Deutsch, Englisch und Spanisch.
Cool, dann können wir ja zusammen Englisch lernen.
Ja.
Das ist bestimmt Mama. Hallo Mama. Ja, die ist da. Warte. Hier, für dich.
Bea Kretschmer?
Ja, hallo, guten Tag, Frau Kretschmer.
Hier ist Claudia Berg. Guten Tag, Frau Berg. Haben Sie die Adresse gleich gefunden? Ja, kein Problem.
Gut.
Ich komme um 6 und dann besprechen wir alles.
Ja.
Also dann, bis heute Abend. Tschüss, Frau Berg.
Okay. So, was it fast? Was it slow? Did you understand a bit? What are the things that you understood from this conversation of these two girls? Any words, any sentences? She says something, right? Like she says, and what she says is about what is ein Praktikum? Was machst du da? Means like, what do you do there? The little girl is asking her, and she says first, where she asks where she comes from, and where does Bea come from?
Berlin.
Berlin, sehr gut. And was machst du? Was macht Bea here? What is she doing? She is doing an internship. We spoke about it, isn't it? Like internships means practicum, which are internships. And what is that internship all about? Did you hear? Anyone? What is this in Schreiben? Sehr gut, to write. And then translate. Übersetzen means translate. And what are all the languages that Bea speaks?
Spanish.
Spanish. English.
Spanish, English, und Deutsch. Sehr good. She speaks 3 languages. So she says that. And immediately the girl says, yeah, then we can learn English together. And then the phone, das Telefon klingelt, means that the phone rings. And then finally, the Claudia, the mother of Ella, picks up the phone and says, Frau Kletschmer, how are you? Did you find the house? Was it not a problem? And we will meet at 6 o'clock in the evening. And finally, the conversation ends. So, this conversation of Bea and Ella and Claudia is going to be there for the complete book. On and off, you have to really, like, follow all of these so that you have clarity of what it is. And you also will get to know how the homes are, how, like, what is their routine. The Germans, like, how really many things work. So they have given this film for us to really be very, like, a little engaged and to really connect with the culture. So, yeah, that is alles von mir heute. That is all for today because it was a very huge topic which I couldn't do it on Friday because I didn't want any one of you to miss the topic, because this topic is your first topic, and once you know this well, you will be able to write sentences easily. Yeah, some classes will be like sometimes like too much to take. Just hold on. When we do the practice, you will understand it much better. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, dann, wenn wir haben nichts, dann können wir verabreden. When we don't have anything, then we can part away. Tschüss.
Yeah.
Tschüss. Tschüss, Tajal. Tschüss. Tschüss, Vishnu. It looks like when Vishnu, I have a vertigo problem when I see this picture. I feel like I'll fall down.
Vertical problem.
I don't have vertigo problem.
Ma'am.
I'm just telling you. Yes, Vishnu.
I would say that I would often say that some things are too difficult, man.
Yeah, it is difficult. Language is difficult. Especially German is very difficult.
Yeah, the numbers and introduction, there's no problem. But